Welcome to the Get Real Podcast, your high-octane boost of full-on reality therapy for personal, business, and investing success with your host, Ron Phillips, because somebody's got to tell it like it is.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Get Real Podcast. Ron Phillips here. It is almost the end of the year. We have the holiday season coming up. This is the time of year when I think a lot of people, especially in the real estate world, slow down, go on vacation. Nothing wrong with going on vacation. What I am going to suggest, and that is that you full court press the rest of the year. So if you're in real estate, if you're a real estate investor, if you have anything at all whatsoever to do with real estate, you should be, in my opinion, you should be going crazy for the rest of the year. And let me just tell you why. I think in the real estate investor industry anyway, I think people lack focus this time of year for two reasons. Number one, because it's the holiday season, and that's completely understandable. But number two, because folks tell themselves a lie, which is that because it's the holiday season, everybody else is focused on holidays. Therefore, they're not going to answer the phone. They don't want to sell, whatever story it is that we're telling ourselves. And those are not true. My experience, the experience of many of my friends in the real estate investing world, is exactly the opposite of that. This is the best time of the year to be making deals, to be buying real estate assets, and to be focused on increasing your portfolio. So if you're a rehabber, you should be buying deals right now. Like I think probably the best time of year to be making deals. And it's because what you have been telling yourself as a real estate investor, a lot of regular homeowners are telling themselves the same thing. They're saying, I probably am not going to get very, very much in the way of offers. I'm probably not going to list my house, but they still want to sell. And so reaching out and making offers this time of year is a great, great time of year to be doing that. And I think you will find that you will buy more properties. You'll get more deals. So I encourage you to do that. In addition to that, if you are a buy and hold real estate investor, if you're trying to buy rental properties, same thing is true. You have got to, right now, you have got to start trying to figure out, like, how many of these properties are you going to buy? Do you want to buy? And you've got to make a real concerted effort to make it happen before the end of the year. And the reason is a whole bunch of other people are going to do that. So this time of year, everybody's looking for tax breaks, tax write-offs. And so for the same reason that in December, you don't go to the Land Rover dealership or go try to buy a truck, everyone has already bought theirs. There's this mad race at the end of the year, most years. And that's not the time that you want to be. You don't want to be trying really hard to close a deal in December, and be racing with everybody else. The better thing to do is to start now, plan everything, and then make sure that you're executing your plan. You've given yourself enough time to get the financing, get everything in place to be able to close comfortably before the end of the year. Because this is the other thing that people don't think about. You may find a deal in December, but you're at the end of the line with the title company and the appraisers and the inspectors and everybody else who's already, because everybody else has already thought through all of this stuff. You're now at the bottom of the barrel, and you're pushing and pushing and pushing and trying to get everything done. When if you'd have just planned ahead a little bit, you wouldn't have that problem. And so if you're trying to buy one, two, or three, I was meeting with my company this morning, And several of my investment consultants are on there, and they're like, yeah, so these people they want to buy this many properties before the end of the year. And I reminded them all, you need to tell your people to get on it, because if you don't, you'll be caught in this race at the end of the year. I've been there with apartments and commercial buildings trying to get everything to close. And one time I closed literally on the last day of the year. And that is really, really, it's just uncomfortable. It's not where you want to be. Okay. So make sure you get out there and make that happen. And then if you're in another industry, I think it's the same thing. I think pushing through when everyone else starts to back off. And I'll rewind the tape. Let's go back to COVID. Everybody started to, when COVID happened, everybody freaked out. Businesses started to retract. They started to pull back advertising, and businesses did things then that they would never in normal circumstances do. That's what happens during the last quarter of the year for most people. Unless you're in the retail industry, that's what happens with most people. What we did, and what several of my friends did when COVID happened, is we went all in. We increased our advertising budget. We went and hired, because everybody was pulling back on advertising. Meant advertising was cheaper. That meant we could do better on the advertising spend that we were doing, and therefore we spent more. And we increased our business during that time, so much so that we hired more people when other companies were laying people off, closing down, and turning off marketing campaigns. So my point is, don't slow down at the end of the year. If anything, speed up at the end of the year. For crying out loud, take some vacation days. Nothing wrong with that, right? Go to grandma's house. You know, I've now got a grandson, so I want the family over at the house for sure. But don't check out for the season. So many people check out for the whole season. That's silly. Get out there and really get after it. And then, you know, day or two around Thanksgiving, day or two around Christmas, if you take a normal week vacation, take it. I'm not saying don't do that. But what I am saying is, don't check out for the whole season. And I know it sounds silly. It sounds easy. It sounds simple. But I'm telling you, I see this every single year in tons of different industries. I see it from real estate investors. I see them post online that they can't find deals, that they're struggling with their business. And this is 100% a mental game that they're playing with themselves. There is zero reason why business shouldn't increase. As a matter of fact, our business, we will do more business in the fourth quarter than we do in any other quarter of the year by a lot. And so I know from experience, at least in the real estate investment world, that is not, it's just not true. So get out there and get after it. If you need help with a 1031 exchange, I didn't even talk about 1031 exchange. If you're doing a 1031 exchange and you're trying to close by the end of the year, that property should be on the market and you should be aggressively trying to sell it. So if you need help with 1031 accommodators, if you need financing that is fast and reliable, for investment properties, if you need help with LLCs, any piece of the real estate life cycle, hit us up. We've got connections, and we can make sure that you're getting your deals done. If you are doing a 1031 exchange and you're freaking out because you can't find deals, hit us up. We can help you out with finding deals that can close for sure. We just helped a person with a 1031 exchange and put them into a small apartment building that's already been rehabbed. It's already rented. It's ready to go. Same thing with all of our single family and smaller multifamily. So if you guys need help this time of year making something happen, reach out, but do it now. Please don't do it we'll still try to help you in December, but it's going to be so much easier if you get ahead of the game, and you do it right now. All right. If you have any questions, if you have anything that you want to hear on the show, if you have any topics or even individuals that you'd like to hear from, let us know. Invest@rpcinvest.com. Invest@rpcinvest.com. Let us know. And until next week, get out there and make something happen.
This has been the Get Real Podcast. To subscribe and for more information, including a list of all episodes, go to getrealestatesuccess.com.